Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Lila Gonzalez here. How are you? Are you happy that it's Monday? I hope so. Today, I am here to tell you about the 10 steps of the Bowspring. Step one, Radiant Heart. Thanks for being here, whoever's here. And if you're watching later, thank you. Thank you for just, saying hi, being curious. Uh, uh, Maybe the word heart, maybe the word radiant, I don't know. Maybe one of those, though, sparked your curiosity. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to wait a minute, and I'm actually going to I'm going to try this thing on with technology where you can invite people. And so I'm on my computer right now, and I'm going to see if it, oh yeah, it does here. So I was going to see if I can invite people. Oh, I can see myself doing this thing right now, so that's kind of strange seeing me do what I'm doing right now this way. Yeah, weird. Okay, so I shared it on my page, my personal page, and then I'm going to share it in my for those of you who want to join, I have a private Facebook group called The Reinvented Woman. This is my business page, but I have a private Facebook group called The Reinvented Woman. If you'd like to join, it's really good. I'll oftentimes share stuff that's a little bit more private there, in terms of maybe like my own privacy, but also just kind of like private type of topics, sex, money, God kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, so I've got that done. Thanks for being so patient with me. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying, playing with technology, trying to learn more and more. So Radiant Heart, it's a really good segue into this. Radiant Heart. Hello, who's ever joining? Happy Monday. We're here. I'm here today to share the first step of the Bowspring. The first step of really, it's more than just the Bowspring. It's a lifestyle practice. It's a sense of literally this a practice. It was the first time I ever felt love for myself. This practice helps me calm down. This practice has helped me reduce my anger issues, frustration, challenges with the past, and more than anything. And I don't know about you, but do you ever feel drained? Do you ever feel tired? Do you ever feel, hey girlfriend? You ever feel exhausted? Hey Hannah, nice to see you, boo. Love you, man. I know you feel exhausted sometimes. You're a mover and a shaker. You're doing things. So what this practice is about right now is I work with ambitious leaders who want to really feel their true power and create the energy that they need to do more in the world without feeling exhausted. So Hannah, I love seeing you here, boo-boo. Hey! So Radiant Heart. It's all about getting out of your head. When you're in your head, you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired. Oh, it's too much. So get into your body, get into your body, get into your body. Here's how we're going to do it. Step one, Bowspring. So I'm going to do it 10 days of, there's 10 steps to the Bowspring. I'm going to do 10 days in the mornings to wake y'all up. And what's neat is that after that 10 days, you'll have a perspective of the system. It's going to take a little bit longer to kind of be able to integrate it into your lifestyle and move it on a mat maybe, but you'll have a foundational understanding of the Bowspring practice, and really all it is just a foundational understanding of different parts of your body, and then at the end and throughout really too, we'll weave it together, and I'll explain how it all fits together. So you're really just, if you want to stay with me for the next 10 days, you're going to actually learn all parts of your body. How about that? So why would you want to learn all parts of your body? Well, your body, we're living to 80, 100 years. I had some woman yesterday say 120 years she wants to live to. I said, go get them, girl. So the thing is we need a particular well-being to live a long time. Nobody has taught you. I mean, maybe somebody has. A few of you may know. Nobody has taught most of you, me included, until recently. I'm still continuing to learn more, of course. But how to live sustainably. How we want the environment to, the world to be more sustainable. We want the world to last longer. Why not the inside world? Why not a sustainable system on the inside, and then even your form, more sustainable? None of the text neck, that the text neck's going to kill you. The text neck and the sugar is going to kill you. Anyways, I'm not going to go on that. Radiant Heart. So how do you do it? Radiant Heart is this sense, it's twofold. It's physical, but it's also mental. So you have to pause and give yourself the time to go to the inside of your space, inside of your heart space, what I call inside of your heart space. It's really the what we call it, the middle of your rib cage. So you want to go to that inside space, meaning bringing your awareness, instead of living in your head, sit down into your heart, right behind your breastbone, right in front of your spine, right in the center of your ribs. Just go ahead and feel that space now. And then once you feel that space, once you feel it inside, once you bring your awareness there, then you fill that space with your breath. You let that space expand circumferentially, circumference, so circle. So not just your front ribs, your side ribs, but especially your back ribs. And you can see I have my eyes closed a lot because it's hard to look out and look in at the same time. So closing your eyes is just a really good practice to go inside, even if it's just a moment. So I know many of you are ambitious leaders. You want to do a lot in the world. You are doing a lot in the world. You get tired. This is a practice where you even, I mean, I've been in rooms of hundreds of people, and I love people. I love y'all. And so I want to like reach out and talk to everybody and see what everybody's doing, and I'm so interested, and I get exhausted. So no more. That's not a, it's not like I can go and go and go and go and go. When you're in your body, you can go and go and go and go and go without being exhausted. I'm not telling you to go and go and go and go and go and exhaust yourself. That's a whole different level. You want to go and go and go and go and go and not exhaust yourself, and listen to your body and take a rest when you need it. But this practice, Radiant Heart, so it's twofold in order to get the expansion. One, you bring your awareness in, okay? Two, you have to let your space within soften. Most of your hearts are a little bit calloused. Maybe something hurt it and it's closed, or you're scared. I feel it. I feel it too on the regular. Daily, I feel my heart open. I feel it close, just depending on what's going on. So it has to be, when you want to practice Radiant Heart, you have to take a pause, go inside, and soften so that you can let the breath come in and open, push it out. Okay? And here's the magic. I'm just going to show you on my ribs. I'm going to pull my shirt up, and y'all seen my belly before, so on these videos, so whatever. So the rib cage it's all the way around, but most of us live so far forward in our life. We're always thinking, about what's next. The head's going forward and down. So what I'm going to ask you to do for Radiant Heart is really focus more of your attention back in here, back in the back ribs, because that's the place that gets forgotten. And in order to live sustainably for 80 to 100 years, ooh, it's blurry. Hey, Brett, Ashley, woo! Talking about Bowspring, talking about back body. So you guys know the power of back body. I mean, both of you are very active. All y'all are. And you know the power of the back body. And so we want to spend more attention in the beginning of the Bowspring practice, especially with your Radiant Heart on the back side. So you'll notice most of the time, look at yourself in the mirror. Most of the time, your elbows are behind your ribs, and your shoulders are closing off the back, what we call the back of your heart. Okay? So you'll see that. Back of the heart, pretty close. That's my normal stance, just kind of a little closed. So it takes a conscious awareness. You have to like literally think, okay, pause, go inside, soften, open, and then breathe into the back of your heart. It's so magical. So you push your breath down to the low ribs, and then your middle ribs right around your bust line. And it feels amazing, like I'm having, like my neck is cracking because I'm opening up my spine. By breathing back, things are opening up. It's like a weird system. You might, it might feel weird, and you may even feel a little emotional, a little bit funky, a little bit angry, a little bit silly and goofy. You might just feel different. So just know that. And if you're at home, following, I'm going to do the 10 days of the Bowspring. If you're at home and you're doing it and you're experiencing anything strange in your body, one, or with your emotions too, like things are weird, stuff's coming up from the past, or you just feel kind of sad or melancholy, or you feel really like angry. Any of that stuff's very normal, so reach out. Don't do it alone. Either reach out to your friends and family, your people, or reach out to me and let me know, and I'll give you some ideas about how to work with that, because the body holds your emotion. The body holds everything. The heart holds all the love that you've had, but it also holds all the pain that you had if you haven't had time to let it go, if you haven't spent the time and energy to let that pain go, really work with it, smooth it out, polish your heart. So this is a way to polish your heart, bring yourself into a calm, clear place so you can make stronger decisions. Okay, so you feel really aligned with who you are, where your vision, what you're doing in life. And so you can connect with other people. Like when you have a bigger heart space, when you bring your awareness out of your head into your body and you spend some time polishing your heart, you have the type of energy, the type of vibration, the type of warmth, the type of presence, the type of charisma even, that other people are attracted to. So this practice has so many benefits, and I mean, you'll attract more wealth, you'll attract better relationships, you'll attract, even just your health overall. You'll open up space on the inside for all your chemicals that run up and down, in your body and all around to flow. So you're not so tight on the inside. You're opening and really allowing the natural flow of your internal systems to get along with each other a little bit better. And outside system, same thing. So you get out of your mind, you're getting along with yourself better. You get into your body, you open up, your internal systems are working better. You feel more loving, your relationship with the world is healthier and sweeter. So this practice has like so many, and also you don't feel so nervous. You don't feel so nervous. You don't feel so much anxiety. You don't feel even down as much. You're here instead of down, or you're here instead of in your head. It's a really sweet practice, and it takes a commitment. It takes a little bit of discipline. It's like we can say we want to do something, but to actually do it is a whole nother level. So practice. This is changing people's lives. Like if you're sitting at your desk, kind of down and out, like, oh, I'm so tired. Breathe into the back of your heart. Get that rib cage lifted. I'm gonna even back up a little. So you'll see here. I got a call at the top of the hour. Okay, we'll just talk a little bit longer. But it's the radiant heart is willpower. It's your belief that you can do it. It's your capacity to pause, be present with yourself, open. So that's the first step. It's not just a physical practice. It's like there's an energetic softening on the inside, and when you do that, when you soften, you can actually get stronger and bigger. It's wild. Amazing, amazing. So you'll see the back ribs often were like this, and then the belly's tight. Or I've spent a couple years now trying to soften my belly, so it feels kind of softer. Than it could even be softer. But most of the time, you're going to be trying to suck it in and be skinny and let it be flat and all this stuff. So then your poor back is all tight too. So when you let your belly go, your ribs will often fall down into the back, right? So if your belly's tucked in, your ribs might be lifted. But if your belly's soft, your ribs might be down. So it's going to take, it's hard. It ain't easy. This is the hard stuff. It looks simple, maybe when I'm doing it, but we'll try it out. It's not easy. Hey, Leslie, try this out. You love this. She's my ballerina friend. I love you, girl. So soft belly, lifted ribs. Soft belly, lifted ribs. Soft belly, lifted ribs. And it's a play, it's a pulse, it's a spring. The reason the bowspring, I'll talk about that some more, the bowspring practice is you bow and you spring. So it's a movement practice. It's not just a stillness practice. So that's what's different about the bowspring and other yoga. A lot of other yoga are static poses. So like for instance, I'm just going to go here now. So here, and the ribs, perfect. So you can see the back of the heart's kind of closed, and it's a static pose, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful. Beautiful static pose, gives you presence, gives you strength, gives you really a sense of power. And we're looking for some play. So we're looking for power and play. That's what this bowspring practice is about, a little bit more fun. You can be fun in other yogas. But anyway, so here, push it forward, send the ribs back, lift the ribs up, and then you can soften your belly and kind of pulse. It's really fun. You can pulse. I'll teach you some other stuff about the body. We won't do too much. Hey, Jessica, you're a yogi too. Talking about the bowspring practice. Doing 10 days, There's 10 different parts of the body in the Bowspring practice that we talk about. So I'm just going to do like 10 little videos on each part of the body, and so then I'll do some practices and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of a complex system, and Radiant Heart is the first place. I'll talk about tomorrow. I don't have it on my list. Probably the wings, I think. Maybe the arms or maybe the toes. I can't remember which one I'm talking about tomorrow. I'll put it in. But I'm so excited. I'm starting a program this fall for not only the Bowspring and yoga, but also doing some work through the chakras. And so I want to just kind of give some insight to everybody about what is the Bowspring, what are the different parts of the body. If you just follow these 10 days of videos, you're going to learn your body more. I mean, that's amazing. So, and if you want to learn your body more, I'm fascinated by the human form. I think it's so interesting how it works together. And then the mind-body added in, and then the breath. Woo! Magical being you are. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I've got a call here in like 3 minutes. I got to hop on for one of my clients, and I'm so excited to see him. But let me know if you like this and you heart it and all that stuff. Yay, got some hearts. I love that stuff. Let me know. But I would like to know more so actually about, like, are you practicing Radiant Heart? Like, are you going to the inside of your rib cage and letting yourself soften and then expand and pushing your breath into your heart space into a circle all the way up, down, side to side, diagonal, but really paying attention to the back ribs, and instead of closing them off, really seeing what is it like to breathe into them and expand the back ribs, and you'll notice your front side starts to lift. It feels really good. It's different. So let me know. Practice Radiant Heart. If you're typing, lift your back ribs up. If you're writing, if you're driving, anything. It's like magic. It in a moment can shift you and feel you're lighter. You feel often more loving. You feel, and you're just more present. You're more aware. When you shift your awareness to the thing you're doing that doesn't feel real good, the texting, even if you're texting, use Radiant Heart. Texting, Facebooking, scroll, whatever. Radiant Heart. Lift the rib cage up from the center of your heart. It's not as heavy. It's so good. It's so good. I want you all to have, not just live a long time, but live a long time if feeling good. I see so many people old and they just feel like crap. Even in, so many my clients, like, they're like, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, I feel like crap. I'm all crickety. So this is to help you get over the cricketiness and not feel so tired and exhausted, when you're doing your work or your day or whatever. I just want you to feel so good, whatever you're doing. Hey, brother, that's my favorite person on the planet, Joseph. That's my little brother. He's 11 years younger. I changed his diapers. Hey, Camden, I'm just hopping off. I was just talking a little bit about yoga. I love all you yogis. I love all you people who just support me and reach out and say hi. And I mean, it's just a blessing to connect on this interweb. I mean, what an amazing, I'm live and you're here and I'm here. We're at different places in the world. It's very Star Trek to me, but I love it. And I'm grateful, so grateful to see you. And I'm excited to talk tomorrow about step 2 of the Bowspring. So come back. I'll send you guys all a little bit. I'm going to try to schedule the live so you can see him. I was trying to figure out this morning. I couldn't do it. So you're awesome, brother. He said you're awesome. Says, yeah, I changed his diapers. He's such a little rugrat. I love him. But he's a grown man and he's moving to Canada and all this stuff. I'm so proud of him. Just about to practice this AM. Yeah, Camden's practicing. Oh, good to see you, Sweet Pea. Yeah, AM practice, guys. Get your AM practice in. Get your body moving in the morning. Tell yourself more is coming. More is coming. Everything you need is right in front of you. Everything you need is right in front of you. Everything you need is inside of you. So just work with it. Bye, guys. Namaste. Thank you for sharing, Jessica. Thank you for being you. I always love seeing your beautiful smile and your positivity and what you're doing, because I know you're spreading more love and peace. This is what it's all about. We're just creating more love and peace so it vibrates out to the rest of the world. Namaste, friends.